How many dials does it take for you to get to a decision maker? How many voice messages do you have to leave for a decision maker to call you back? Would you like to know and to reach more decision makers in less time? My name is Willke. I'm a sales performance and leadership coach with Southwestern Consulting. And I created a series of videos talking about the cycle of sales following the methodology of the 160-year-old company Southwestern. We already talked about pre-approach, we talked about approach, and today we're going to talk about an item into the approach step, which is extremely important and which would make a normal salesperson into an ultra salesperson, which is phone techniques. So if you're interested, subscribe into my YouTube channel and let's start. When people think about phone, it becomes scary, right? A lot of people know that phoning is more important. Some people might even say, oh, it's so much easier to sell face-to-face. And you're probably right? When you're face-to-face, you can use all of your body language, you are able to control the situation, correct? But did you think how much time it takes for you to actually go through a face-to-face? And then how much time does it take for you to pick up the phone and reach someone? That's right, effectiveness on your time. You are able to call more people on the phone than actually visit people face-to-face. So it's one of those evils that we need to master. And if you're able to master it, then you really step very easily into a top producer situation. But why don't we call? What's happening behind that reluctance of picking up the phone? One reason, and I believe most of you are in that position, is that when you call, you normally don't find the person at the office, correct? When you find someone, guess who normally answers the phone? Yes, our wonderful, lovely person that we love so much, the gatekeeper. Gatekeepers, secretaries, personal assistants, anyone that is paid to control the time of the boss. So it's their job not to let you through, especially if you're a salesperson. So how do you do this? How do we pass the gatekeeper? One thing to make sure, and obviously if you already did the job of doing very good pre-approach, if you understand how to navigate and to adapt your personality with the gatekeeper, that's already an amazing start. You already know who the person is, you already know who the boss is, right? Hopefully. You already know who you're going to talk to, not just, I want to talk to the boss of the company. It will not work. So those two steps are very important. But the next step is to understand how to introduce yourself. And I'm also going to teach what questions not to answer when the gatekeeper asks those questions. So the first way, and I'm going to make an assumption. I'm going to do a generalization, which is not really nice, but normally, how does a normal person call a company? Hi, my name is Dietrich. I work for Southwestern Consulting, and I would love to talk to the person because I have an amazing product that I want to sell to this person. All the flags are up. You become a salesperson. You talk very fast. You already talked about your company name. Makes no sense. The gatekeeper is all up and is not going to let you pass because then he has all the ammunition to say, let me get back to you. Can I take a message? Can you leave your phone number and he will call you back? Or he's not there. So how do you actually approach and how do you actually talk to someone? So I'm going to teach something very simple, very effective to answer the 4 death questions. What is this regarding? Have you heard that before? Millions of times, right? Is he expecting your call? What company are you with? Does he know you? If you answer any of those questions, you will not reach the decision maker. Those are the questions that are designed to deviate you from the decision maker. When someone asks those 4 questions, I want you to answer. Let him know it's regarding Joe, Rory Vaden. The name you're going to put in the minute, normally for you to have sincerity, put your boss's name. Let him know it's regarding Rory Vaden. Let him know it's regarding Dustin Hillis. And you just shut up. When you say that, there's an assumption of the gatekeeper, oh my God, he knows that person. So let me at least call my boss and make sure that he knows who this person is. So whenever someone asks a question, who is it regarding to? What company are you with? I always say, tell your boss it's regarding Rory Vaden. Tell your boss it's regarding Dustin Hillis. Tell your boss it's regarding Mauricio Freitas. And for you not to feel like you're lying, just put your boss, because that's regarding, right? If you work for, if you work for Apple, he's dead already, but you say, tell him it's regarding Steve Jobs. Guess how many people picked that phone? Oh, of course, I want to talk to the person regarding Steve Jobs. That's how you do it. The gatekeeper has never heard an answer like that. Oh, tell him it's regarding, yeah. Or, yeah, he's expecting my call. It's okay. Tell him that's about that and he knows who it is. With that confidence, that way, you're no longer a salesperson, you're someone that your gatekeeper's owner or the decision maker knows, and at that point, he's paid to gatekeep, but he's not paid to not talk to the friends of his or her boss. So that's one very easy step. Now, I also want to end up this conversation, this video, with one thing that is called call reluctance. And it's really hard for people sometimes to get on the phone, right? It's not easy. Obviously, you get a lot of no's, there's a lot of rejection. If you do this, at least you're able to get to a lot of decision makers less time, like I promised with the question. Now, in order for you to really control your call reluctance, one thing that I would advise you to do is to already have a list of the people you're going to talk one day before. So before you go to bed, before you step up the next morning to call the people, have a list of the people that you're already calling to talk to. So it's no-brainer. You have a list of 20 people, they're there, you're on the phone, ready to go. The other thing that I would actually advise you also to do, stand up. Do your calls while you're standing. Get your energy level up. And the other thing that we're not going to be dwell in this cycle of sales, but I hopefully will do a series on that, is keep positive. Talk to yourself in a positive way. Use positive affirmations between calls that will keep your momentum and your energy very high and will get you deterred from the call reluctance. So next time in our next video, we're going to be talking about something that is extremely important, which is the introduction. So stay tuned. If you did not subscribe to my YouTube channel, time now to subscribe. You're able to see all of my past videos and hopefully my future videos.